Greetings to one and all. Welcome to the channel. This particular video is for CLAT aspirants. If you hear background disturbance, please ignore. Use headphones for best quality experience. Every day at 10 pm, you will find an explanation in 10 minutes either to an editorial or to the important explained. Most often I have seen that in CLAT current affairs, very frequent questions are picked from explainer series of Indian Express. So we'll try to wrap this particular session in 10 minutes. Stay with me. गुड गवर्नेंस डे के ऊपर ये एक्सप्लेन्ड आया और इसका क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है और किन की मेमोरी में ये ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है, हमारे लिए ये सारी कुछ चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है. जो भी इसी एक्सप्लेन में बताया गया है हम उसको पॉइंट वाइज समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. As the nation observes Good Governance Day on the occasion of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birth anniversary, we take a closer look at what the celebrations entail. Alright, so before we begin, let me give you 5 set of questions which are important and most probable in nature. Could be around you can find them in the examination. Very first question is, Government of India had announced the observance of Good Governance Day in memory of. We have already discussed that it is in the memory of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Now notice option C, M. Viseswarai. We are very familiar with him. He was an important person with regards to 5-year plans in India. Question number 2. In which of the following years did the Government of India announce Good Governance Index? Now it is talking about one particular index where states are ranked. The year option A 2014, B 2018, C 2019, D 2021. The correct answer to this particular question is 2019. Good Governance Day is observed each year on which of the following days? 25th November, 25th December, 16th November, 15th December. It is observed on 25th of December. So these are the 3 obvious questions that you would have answered if you were able to read this particular explained. Now, 4th question is, good governance means ease of governance for which government has announced e-governance vision under Digital India initiative. So this question explains it to you. Now it is asking in which of the following years did Government of India announce Digital India initiative? 2014, 15, 18 and 19. The correct answer is 2015. And the last question to this particular article is, which among the following ministries released Good Governance Day report in 2014? Now, Good Governance Day report was released by A. Ministry of Electronics Information Technology or Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Ministry of Science and Technology. Now, this particular question, options are very confusing, very close. Since we are talking about e-governance, we are talking about Good Governance Day report. The answer to this particular question is Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. Now, let's continue with our E-Explained, which was released on 26 December 2022. Notice the very first fact. It tells you that in 2014, then newly elected Narendra Modi government announced December 25th as the Good Governance Day. So this is fact number 1. This is fact number 2 for us. 2014 में इसकी शुरुआत हुई और ये बर्थ एनिवर्सरी मना रहे थे फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के डोयन मतलब होता है वेरी प्रोमिनेंट पर्सन, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी. ऑलराइट, नाउ दिस डे इज मेंट टू बेसिकली foster awareness among citizens about government accountability and administration. So this particular day is significant because it tries to raise awareness among citizens and it tries to make an understanding among citizens how to hold the government accountable and how to hold the administration accountable. Now the date December 25 which was chosen drew a lot of criticism because it was clashing with Christmas. People stated that भारतीय जनता पार्टी कोशिश कर रही है कि क्रिसमस का जो दिन है उसका इंपॉर्टेंस खत्म हो जाए और अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी का बर्थडे लोग याद रखें. ठीक है, तो अब हम देख लेते हैं अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी के बारे में कुछ बातें. He was born on 25th December 1925 in Gwalior. It is a city in Madhya Pradesh. Alright, he is a famous poet politician. He joined RSS in 1939. He became a full-time worker in 1947 and he was a basically person working under Deen Dayal Upadhyay on his various publications. We'll also look into this particular video about the publications of Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Now, Upadhyay ji died in 1968. After that, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji became the national president of Jan Sangh. It was RSS new political outfit, right? He was a very famous Hindu right speaker, and he was the first person who has given speech in Hindi in United Nations General Assembly. All right. For the very first time, he was elected as the External Affairs Minister under Morarji's government after 1975. However, the government fell in 1977, followed by the creation of Bharatiya Janata Party under the leadership of Vajpayee in 1918. The former Jan Sangh became Bharatiya Janata Party, and with religious polarization, which was orchestrated by the party and other Hindu outfits, the electoral inroads of the Bharatiya Janata Party began. He was a very able administrator. He first became Prime Minister in 1996. These all are important facts. He first became Prime Minister in 1996 just for 16 days. After that, in 1998, 1999 and 1999 to 2004 terms, that left a lasting impact on the nation. Now, Vajpayee ji was trying to create a balance between hardline Hindutva and moderate Hindu nationalism, and his governance proved to be very efficient. Under his tenure only, India became a nuclear power, which drew a lot of criticism from the West. But then, it was also his adept international relations and diplomacy, including foreign investment, whereby we began to establish new relations with United States of America under his leadership. India had also faced a war with Pakistan, tried to create a peace settlement. Massive welfare projects like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana are also attributed to be the credits of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And to celebrate Vajpayee ji's contribution, the Good Governance Day in 2014 was announced for two primary reasons. First was to obviously commemorate late Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. He was a very good governor. He became foundational figures of BJP and icon for the party. And the second was that this particular day was to increase awareness of government services and accountability among people and inculcate good governance as a habit for civil servants, right? A habit for civil servant. Now, in this particular thing, the government gave major push to e-governance with a slogan, Good Governance through e-governance. The Good Governance report was published in 2014 by Ministry of Communications and Information Technology. This is an important fact. And it highlighted basically the key achievements and activities of the ministry, how the ministry was instrumental in furthering the cause of good governance. All right. They showcased technologies and solutions for the government and the industry, which might help the Digital India program also. Now, these are the two objectives that have to be fulfilled. All right. What happened? In Good Governance Index was also announced in 2019. And this basically was a tool, a scientific tool to check the parameters of the good governance and assess wherever each state was standing. All right. So गुड गवर्नेंस इंडेक्स के ऊपर आपको एक सेपरेट वीडियो मिल जाएगा जिसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, आप उसको भी देखिएगा. क्रिसमस की कंट्रोवर्सी क्या थी? बेसिकली यही कह रहे थे कि भाई गुड गवर्नेंस डे को क्रिसमस के साथ क्लैश करा दिया है. बीजेपी ने इंटेंशनली चूज किया ये दिन को ताकि क्रिसमस सेलिब्रेशंस ओवरशैडो हो सके. ऑलराइट, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. ये कहा सरकार ने अपने रिस्पॉन्स पे कहा कि ये कंप्लीटली वॉलंटरी एक्सरसाइज है. जो पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं वो घर रहें, सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं क्रिसमस. जिसको पार्टिसिपेट करना है करें, जिनको नहीं करना ना करें. अब दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी के लिटरेरी वर्क्स के ऊपर कुछ पर्टिकुलर बातें देख लेते हैं. ये स्टैटिक हिस्ट्री के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए. तो दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी ने राष्ट्र धर्म नाम के एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एक तरह का मूवमेंट स्टार्ट किया था लखनऊ में 1940s में. और ये आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ हिंदुत्व नेशनलिज्म के लिए जाने जाते हैं. इन्होंने वीकली पंचजन्य और फिर डेली स्वदेश भी स्टार्ट किया था. ये तो इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज़पेपर्स हैं, जर्नल्स हैं. बाकी चीजें हैं सम्राट चंद्रगुप्त 1946 में, जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य 1947 में, अखंड भारत क्यों जरूरी 1948 में, भारतीय की अर्थनीति विकास की दिशा 1958, द टू प्लान्स प्रोमिसेस परफॉर्मेंस प्रोस्पेक्ट्स 1958, राष्ट्र जीवन की समस्याएं 1960, डिवैल्यूएशन अ ग्रेट फॉल 1966, अ पॉलिटिकल डायरी 1968, राष्ट्र चिंतन, इंटीग्रल ह्यूमनिज्म. इंटीग्रल ह्यूमनिज्म तो इनकी क्वालिटी है. ये 1916 में पैदा हुए थे मथुरा उत्तर प्रदेश में. इनके फादर का नाम भगवती प्रसाद था. ही वॉज एन एस्ट्रोलॉजर. एंड इनकी माता जी राम प्यारी एक रिलीजियस वुमन थी. दीनदयाल उपाध्याय एक इंडियन पॉलिटिशियन है जाने माने और इंपॉर्टेंट लीडर रह चुके हैं भारतीय जनसंघ के। ये फॉरनर उस पार्टी के हैं जो आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नाम से जानी जाती है। सो दिस वाज हर्षवर्धन त्रिपाठी ऑन द explainer series of E-Explained. How did you find this particular video? Do tell me in the comment section. If you want me to continue, just say that it was good, appreciated, and I will be continuing my effort. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every night at 10 p.m. you get interesting videos. Thank you.